Greetings, my dear brothers and sisters all. Welcome to Aspire television program, nationwide in Canada, the United States, and the World Wide Web. We hope you all enjoyed the recent season of prayers and austerities to the Divine Being. Many religions celebrate one form or another of holy festivals and observances. The real criterion of moral conduct is harmony between one's thoughts, words, and deeds. Morality consists in acting up to the rules of right conduct prescribed by society at a particular time and place for an individual or group. Of all human values, three are the most important. The foremost is love of God. Where there is love, there is sacrifice. These arises purity of the heart. There should be a fusion of love, sacrifice, and purity. They are not just human qualities. They constitute vital organs of a human being. They are as essential for a human being as the head, the hands, and the legs for the human body. Without these attributes, no one is a complete human being. Please call our office to schedule all your greetings and commercials before your broadcast dates. All programs can be seen in full on the internet for 5 weeks from anywhere in the world and at any time. We start now with this segment.
ऐसे भक्त कहाँ कहाँ जग में ऐसे भगवान, ऐसे भक्त कहाँ कहाँ जग में ऐसे भगवान, कान्हे पर दो वीर बिठा कर चले वीर हनुमान, ओ कान्हे पर दो वीर बिठा.
It appears that the Hindu mind visualized the perfect man, not in the image of man, but in the image of Hanuman. Ever since the sage Valmiki introduced Hanuman in Ramayana, his image has grown through the centuries and is reflected predominantly in our scriptural representations. He performed great deeds of valor, of a physical strength which no other creature of the time could have performed. Deeds which required the greatest strength, the greatest willpower, fell to his lot as he performed them with admirable thoroughness of execution. Hanuman is first introduced by Valmiki, appearing in human form before Sri Ram and Lakshman as an outstanding scholar and a master of the Vedas. After listening to Hanuman's speech, Sri Ram himself says, quote, "One who has not learned the Rig Veda, one who has not mastered the Yajur Veda, and one who has not studied the Sama Veda cannot speak in such chaste language." Hanuman is portrayed as a supporter of Dharma, the vehicle carrying the very Lord Ram and Lakshman on his shoulders. Though he performed great feats, he never thought the achievements were his own. He is the devotee of complete nishkam karma, a total self-surrender to the cause of seva in the name of the Lord. As a devotee, Hanuman is foremost. He asked Sri Ram only one thing in life, quote, "Please give me the blessings that my affection for you shall never diminish. Do not allow me, O Lord, to think of anything else. Let me be forever and forever your devotee," unquote. As a warrior, a great scholar, a sincere friend, minister, ambassador, as one lived by truth and righteousness a servant and outstanding devotee, Hanuman exhibits the traits of divine personality. Sita Mata, beholding Hanuman for the first time, categorically states that the person standing before her is certainly not a Rakshasa, but a divine personality. Reaching the Ashoka Van of Ravana, Hanuman brings Sita Mata the name of her Lord and ignites the hope of survival. Addressing Hanuman, Sita says, quote, "You have given me solace not only in this world, but also in the world to come. To me, you are as a primordial mother and father and an incarnation of grace. What can I give you in return? Even if I had the three worlds to present to you, O Hanuman, they will not be equal to the help you rendered to me. I only pray that you live forever in this world. No noble expression could be conceived than this, that too coming from Mother Sita, imprisoned in Ashoka Van, tortured physically and mentally by the Rakshasas, and remaining a picture of suffering. Hanuman was a symbol of hope for suffering humanity." Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om.
This Pranav Mandir program is sponsored by Canadian Super Built Shutters at 1571 The Queensway, Etobicoke, Ontario, for the best prices in all window coverings and hardwood floors, because we are the dealer and manufacturers of custom-built shutters. Sri Mahakali Amma Mandir of 595 Albion Road, Rexdale, Ontario invites you to weekly Sunday puja at 10 a.m. Mandatory 3 days fasting required for pujas. Phone 416-749 5254. Caribbean Island Food Market serves all at 3432 Weston Road at Finch Avenue West. Specials: parboiled rice $8.99 8 kg bag with $40 purchase, long eggplant $1.35 a pound, stewing hens 4 for $10, whole gilbaca $1.99 a pound, catahar $1.99 a pound, 4 pumpkin ghee $3.99 a tin, only at Caribbean Island Food Market.
We thank you for joining us today on Aspire television program. In our weekly review of spirituality, we learn from the realized masters and Satgurus. The Upanishads declare, Daso Vaisa, God is the essence. This means that God is present everywhere in a subtle form, like sugar in sugarcane and butter in milk. God is mysterious by design, for only those who make the efforts to realize God can experience Him. If God were easy to attain, mankind would take God for granted. Although it is difficult to have a direct perception of God, His presence can be experienced in many ways. The sweetness in sugar, the bitterness in neem leaf, the bitterness of the margosa leaf, the safe orbits of the planets, the sunlight, the moonlight, the life-sustaining atmosphere around planet Earth, the air that we breathe in and out, these all testify to the presence of the Divine Being. Please call our office to schedule all your greetings and commercials about 2 weeks before your broadcast dates. All programs can be seen in full on the internet for 5 weeks on the World Wide Web. Now here's this week's Aspire song.
La 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 तूने दी बेकरारी है मेरे सनम तुझसे ही पाएंगे करार इस दिल का
Special happy birthday greetings go to Dr. Ramesh Sigobin. Best wishes from your loving wife, baby, and 4 wonderful children, Satesh, Anil, Amit, and beautiful daughter Reshma. Your mom, Mrs. Mewa, all your brothers, sisters, nieces, and nephews. Wishing you Lord Shiva's divine blessings for long life, good health, happiness, and prosperity always. And happy 8th birthday greetings go to Amit Sigobin. Best wishes from your loving mom, baby, and dad, Dr. Ramesh, brothers Satesh and Anil, sister Reshma, your Aji, all your aunts, uncles, and cousins. Wishing you Lord Shiva's blessings for long life, good health, happiness, and prosperity.
This book, Inevitable and Invincible, authored by Dr. Pandit Kamal, was published by Rose Dog Books of the United States, is now available by internet order only. Inevitable and Invincible, the book, explains in details the path towards peace, prosperity, and a golden age for all of mankind. Get a copy now. Greens, greens, greens. Shop for variety at Greens West Indian Groceries, 11 Westmore Drive, Rexdale, Ontario. Specials: Parboiled rice, $12.99 8 kg bag. Yellow split peas, $8.99 8 kg bag. Mutton, $2.49 a pound. Whole Gilbaka, $2.99 a pound. Banga Mary, $1.99 a pound. For friendly and experienced services, call Greens, 416-745-6399.
We thank you for waking up with us on your television program. Satya or truth is realized by the sadhana, the spiritual discipline of the tongue. Dharma, righteous living, is realized by the sadhana of the individual through right conduct in relation towards society. Man can attain shanti, peace, and equanimity by discipline of the mind. Prema, love, is beyond thought, word, and deed. To consider it as a manner of speech, or as an attitude of the mind, or as a physical trait, is to demean it. Love is God, and God is love. The divine love for humanity is not easily comprehensible or easily explainable. Many scholars have difficulty articulating God's infinite, unconditional love for His creation. This love has no trace of selfishness, nor is it activated by ulterior motives like human love. Selfless love is spoken about in all major religions. Please call our office to schedule all your greetings and commercials about 2 weeks before your broadcast dates. All programs can be seen in full on the internet for 5 weeks from anywhere in the world and at any time. Here now is your weekly request album.
याद किया दिल ने कहाँ हो तुम, झूमती बहार है कहाँ हो तुम, प्यार से पुकार लो जहाँ हो तुम, प्यार से पुकार लो जहाँ हो तुम, याद किया दिल ने कहाँ हो तुम, झूमती बहार है कहाँ, प्यार से पुकार लो जहाँ हो तुम, प्यार से पुकार लो जहाँ हो तुम। किस ख्याल में हो रहे हैं आज किस ख्याल में हो, दिल फंसा है बेकसी के जाल में, मतलबी जहां मेहरबां हो तुम, बहार है कहाँ हो तुम, प्यार से पुकार लो जहाँ हो तुम, प्यार से पुकार लो जहाँ हो तुम, याद की।
Life is about love. in everlasting memory of a dear husband, father, father-in-law, grandfather, and great-grandfather, Budya Sinarayan of Brampton, Canada, formerly of Leguan Island in Guyana, and who was called to heaven on April 1st, 2007 and cremated on April 5th at the age of 74 years. 2 years have passed since that sad day when you were taken from us so suddenly. We will always miss you. Your memory will always be alive in each of us, as life's lessons that you have taught us continue to shape our everyday lives, and your sayings still bring a smile to our faces. We proudly remember your wisdom, your values, and your generosity. May God bless your soul with eternal peace. Lovingly remembered and sadly missed by his beloved wife Rose and 9 children, sons-in-law, daughters-in-law, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. And happy birthday greetings go to Ria Rahman, eldest granddaughter of the late Budya Sinarayan. Best wishes from your loving mom and dad, your 2 brothers, Grandma Rose, all your aunts, uncles, and cousins, and all relatives, wishing you God's blessings for long life, prosperity, and many happy returns.
Gitanjali Recording Studio is now open at 5327 Landsborough Avenue, Mississauga, Ontario. We do all music arrangements and compositions. We make master copy, design CD cover or jackets, and also make your copies. We have special recording rates. Call Vishal 647-999-9263 905-501-1800.
You're tuned to Aspire television program across Canada and the United States. We should never rejoice when we are praised, nor should we get dejected when we are blamed. Let us be a spiritual lion, unaffected by both. Let us be cheerful and smiling in all circumstances if we can. The feeling of depression, doubt, and conceit are harmful to spiritual aspirants. But when one's devotion is well established, even if these distractive feelings appear, they can be easily discarded. That is the power of faith. When we see a mountain, a waterfall, or a forest, we feel happy. All these proclaim the presence of the divine. The stars twinkle, the sun blazes, light shines, the planets revolve in their orbits. All these phenomena are manifestations of the divine. By understanding the nature of flame, we can understand the nature of fire. By examining a drop of water, we come to know the nature of the oceans. Similarly, by understanding Manavtvam, the true nature of humanness, we can also understand Daivatvam, the nature of divinity. Please call our office to schedule your greetings and commercials about 2 weeks before your broadcast dates. All programs can be seen on the internet for 5 weeks from anywhere in the world. We now continue with a special segment.
This is a tribute to the late Mrs. Janet Jagan, former President of the Republic of Guyana, who passed away March 28, 2009. Janet Jagan was born Janet Rosenberg on October 20, 1920 in Chicago, United States. She was educated at the University of Detroit, Wayne University, Michigan State College, and Cook's County School of Nursing. The young Janet was married to young Chetty Jagan on August 5, 1943 in the United States. Their marriage produced 2 children, Chetty Jagan Jr. and Nadira Jagan Brancier, who gave them 5 grandchildren. Janet Jagan came to British Guyana in December of 1943, worked 10 years as a dental nurse in Dr. Chetty Jagan's clinic, and immediately became involved in the labor struggle as a member of the colony's first union, the British Guyana Labor Union. She worked with the labor hero Hubert Nathaniel Critchlow to organize domestic workers who were mainly females. In 1946, she founded, along with other women, the Women's Political and Economic Organization, which in 1953 became the Women's Progressive Organization, WPO, the women's political and economic arm of the PPP party. Janet Jagan, along with her husband, former president and father of our nation, Dr. Chetty Bharat Jagan, co-founded the first political pressure group in British Guyana, known as the Political Affairs Committee, or PAC. She was the editor of the Pack Monthly Bulletin. In 1947, she contested the general elections in the central Georgetown and lost. In 1948, she took part in the fundraising activities for striking sugar workers on the east coast of Demerara. These sugar workers were brutally gunned down by the colonial police. She was acquainted with the 5 sugar workers who were killed and who later became the Enmore Martyrs. In 1950, again along with her late husband, Dr. Jagan, she co-founded the People's Progressive Party, the PPP, and was elected party's general secretary. She held that position during 1950 to 1970. Janet Jagan was the first elected woman to the Georgetown City Council in 1951. In 1953, she was one of 3 women to enter the House of Assembly as a representative of the Essequibo constituency. She was the first woman to become Deputy Speaker of the legislature. By April of 1997, she was the longest-serving Member of Parliament, second only to her late husband, Dr. Chetty Jagan, who passed away on March 6, 1997. In 1992, after Guyana's first fair elections in the post-independence era, she was designated First Lady of the Republic. In 1993, Mrs. Jagan served her country as Guyana's ambassador to the United Nations and was instrumental in electing the first Guyanese, Dr. Rudy Insanali, as President of the UN General Assembly. On March 17, 1997, Mrs. Janet Jagan was sworn in as Guyana's first female Prime Minister and first Vice President. On December 19, 1997, Mrs. Janet Jagan was sworn in as the first woman President of the Republic of Guyana and Commander-in-Chief. Sri Mahadurga Kali Devi Mandir at 7020 Midland Avenue, Unit 9, Scarborough, invites you to weekly Sunday service at 9 a.m. Mandatory 3 days fasting required to attend. Call Priest Deo Narayan 416-418-2539 for details. Caribbean Island Food Market serves all at 3432 Weston Road at Finch Avenue West. Specials: parboiled rice $8.99 8 kg bag with $40 purchase. Long eggplant $1.35 a pound. Stewing hens 4 for $10. Whole gilbaca $1.99 a pound. Catahar $1.99 a pound. 4 pumpkin ghee $3.99 a tin. Only at Caribbean Island Food Market.
We hope you're all enjoying today's edition of Aspire television program. Character is the true ornament of mankind. The loss of this ornament is the source of all of mankind's suffering and his misery. Mankind does not realize the true purpose for which he has been created by God. God's creation is full with profound truths, mysteries, and ideals. But we have forgotten these ideals. Mankind is unable to appreciate the significance of his purpose and legacy. Of all the powers in the world, human power is the greatest. Man assigns value to everything in this world, but he's unable to recognize his very own true value. Please contact us at the number on screen if you wish to expand your business by advertising on this national and international television program. We'll end today's program with an upbeat item as usual. So until next week, this is Shirley Singh for all of us here at Aspire television program, wishing all of you success in your aspirations and a most wonderful week ahead. God bless you all. Do take care of yourselves and others. We'll catch you later.
ले
तमाशा हुई हुई शमाशा ले जा प्यार जरा सा